Excited to be here today and to share a little bit more about Giving Tuesday. It is not too far away, but there's still plenty of time to plan. So I will share a little bit of history and background of the movement, and then some practical tips for how to get involved, why it's great to get involved, and all the things that you can do. So I'll share my screen because we do have a lot of beautiful pictures of people giving. So I do want to make sure that we share that as we go through these points. If you do have any questions, though, please put them in the chat. I'd love to hear ideas, questions as we go, and especially after I finish. So I'll go through this relatively quickly. As Lena said, I'm Kait Sheridan. I am the Senior Director of Global for Giving Tuesday. I live in Hong Kong, so I'm calling from Hong Kong today. And my job is to support all of the country leaders who are taking Giving Tuesday and creating their own strategies and calls to action and applications of Giving Tuesday all over the world. So I'm really excited to have some of the leaders also on the call today to share what's happening in their countries. But I'll just, again, start briefly with an overview of Giving Tuesday. It's a global movement. It started in 2012 as an experiment. It started in the US. I am American. We have days in the US like Thanksgiving and Black Friday that are about, eating as much as you can or buying as much as you can, all about consumption. And the idea was, how great would it be if there was a day that was about giving back and doing good? And that's how Giving Tuesday was established. It's since grown to be this global movement that takes place all around the world, has nothing to do with those original days, but has become this holiday and this rally point for all different kinds of people and organizations to come together and doing the same activity, which is doing good. And when we talk about Giving Tuesday, we often talk about it kind of like a marriage. You love your partner, you are with them every day of the year, you care for them, but you have your anniversary, you have that special day where maybe you do something extra, something special. And that's what Giving Tuesday is like. It takes place every single day of the year. Organizations all around the world are using the hashtag, are organizing campaigns, or participating in community activities all throughout the year. But we do have our anniversary, our special day, where people tend to come together even louder. And that this year is November 28th. So again, not too far, but still plenty of time to plan. And at the heart of Giving Tuesday, how it's grown, how it continues to evolve is really through people. It's through our amazing network of hand raisers. And we call them hand raisers because literally they raise their hands and they volunteer to lead their own campaigns. This can happen at a national level, at a city level, at a town level, or even within one organization. And it's just people who really believe that there's some power in using Giving Tuesday to promote generosity in whatever shape or form that is. And these hand raisers, they come from all walks of society. They aren't always actually from the NGO or the social sector. Many work in businesses. Many are entrepreneurs. Some are students. They really come from very, very different backgrounds and experiences. But again, they're united and bonded by this common belief in the power of Giving Tuesday and its ability to unlock generosity all around the world. And it's through them that the movement grows and continues to grow. So we'll start with one country leader, for example. So we have Lena, the leader in Greece, right? And so she raised her hand to form Giving Tuesday Greece and to talk about it, to promote it, and to inspire others to get involved. And she found other volunteers and hand raisers who said, this is great. I'll take this to my organization or to my network or to my city. And then those people are sharing it with their teams and with their donors and their volunteers who go home and talk about it with their families and their friends and their neighbors. And it's through this that it continues to grow. And it really can start with one person. So every single person plays an important role in the movement dynamics and can really impact how other people get involved. And it's through this that it, again, continues to be more and more global. So for many, many years now, Giving Tuesday has been tracked to every country and territory on Earth. We have almost 100 official national movements like Greece, Italy, Bulgaria, Cyprus, and many, many others. And we're continuing to add this. And what's interesting is that each of these country campaigns, they look and feel completely different. They have their own logo, their own name, translated materials, ways of participating. And so we, as a global team, get to learn from all of this. And, we realize that kindness and generosity, it takes place in so many different forms. And that's something that we celebrate and we love to see. So why get involved? What can you do? There's only a few weeks left. Again, every single person can be a hand raiser or that point in that network. And now's the perfect time to get involved. I'll just call out a few trends or examples that we're seeing, and then I know our country leaders will be able to share even more about what's happening in their regions. But one thing we're really seeing this year is a rise in cause coalitions and campaigns. So these are really fun. These are when people come together and they team up because they share a certain identity or they care about a similar cause, and they decide to work together on a Giving Tuesday campaign rather than organizing something just on their own. So one example here is Giving Zoo Day. There was a zoo that reached out to other zoos and they were doing fundraising and awareness raising. And, they thought instead of doing that all on their own, why don't they partner with other zoos and form this campaign? So Giving Zoo Day has its own logo, its own graphics, its own website, its own hashtag. It doesn't use Giving Tuesday. And they're just working together on raising awareness and funds for zoos. And they've been doing this for years. And every year, what they've learned is that by working together, they've collectively been able to raise more for each individual zoo than they would have if they just worked alone. So again, there's some power in working together. We also see this with Latinx Gives, which is another great example of a coalition that was formed by this organization, Hip Give. And they're creating platforms and tools for communities across Latin America and North America to donate and share how they donate on Giving Tuesday. So again, especially given the timing, if you're worried about the resources or the work involved, find a partner and work together. It's a really great way to get even farther. Another way we're seeing people celebrate, and we're seeing more and more of these around the world, is by people coming together in person as cities, towns, communities. They're organizing generosity festivals. They're doing free concerts. They're having moments for people to meet up and to talk as a community about generosity and what it means to them. And so this is a very, very local approach, but it's just another way to raise awareness for your programs, to introduce your organization, your work to more people, and to understand, what does generosity mean? What is the community looking for? And how can you continue to build into that? And another really exciting movement that we're seeing grow very quickly is our youth engagement. So we call this in Giving Tuesday Spark. And this is a program that was started by kids for kids. It was founded a few years ago by, at the time, an 11-year-old Chloe. And now there are these youth leaders all around the world who work together on getting their peers involved in Giving Tuesday. In addition, we have adults who participate in this, and they work with kids, with school districts, with community centers, with clubs, to talk to children about generosity or to learn from them about what examples they can do and how they can encourage more and more young people to give back. So this is a really exciting part of Giving Tuesday that's growing. It's injecting a lot of energy into the movement, but we're also learning, how are kids connecting? What is this next generation? How are they communicating? What do they care about? And really, it's training up this next generation of givers who, hopefully will support and be a part of your organizations for a long time. And of course, it's a great day for volunteers. Giving Tuesday, it's not fundraising Tuesday. A lot of people use Giving Tuesday for fundraising, but it's all about all different kinds of giving. And volunteering is a really big part of that. So if you have volunteers, it's a great day to say thank you or appreciate them, or you can organize a quick activity for them to come together and to participate with the rest of the world on Giving Tuesday. So if you have access to that network, again, if you think about that hand raiser graph, you can play a really important part in spreading the word there. And I only have a couple more, but and it's a great way for storytelling. So a lot of countries are running My Giving Story campaigns. And these are storytelling calls to action. They are contests in some places, but they're general asks for anyone to share what giving means to them or what inspires them to give. And so again, if you're at an organization that works with a lot of donors or volunteers, this is a really great tool to ask them to share, like, why do they support your organization? What does it mean to them? And the personal stories that are shared are truly inspiring. And so we see a lot of this in different formats around the world, and people coming out to share, to raise awareness on Giving Tuesday. And the last one, which again, I think is the simplest, but can really go a long way, is it's a great day to say thank you. A lot of times, we're asking for support, donations, participation. Giving Tuesday can also be about gratitude and just saying thanks. And in fact, we have a lot of examples of organizations who didn't plan any kind of fundraiser and just spent the day calling donors to say thank you. And they end up receiving more gifts in a day than they've ever received before. So, it's another way to connect and to express that gratitude and to celebrate your community. Ultimately, whatever campaign, activity, anything you have planned, you can use our tools, which are all free, to design something that works for your goals and your needs. So every different campaign story is different. There's not really a template. It's you can make of it whatever you like. And it's important that it works for you. Because we know a lot of organizations use Giving Tuesday to experiment. So for a lot of places, there's the end of year campaign, there's the Christmas appeals, there's other giving days, there's national holidays. Those all exist. There's still the times in the years where you're probably talking to your community, trying to fundraise, organizing an event. Giving Tuesday is this extra day on the calendar where there really are no rules. The only rule is that you do good. And so a lot of places will use this as an opportunity to try out something new. And then they can apply what they learn, and maybe things went perfectly and they repeat it, or maybe they didn't go quite as planned, but they learned they could take some of that strategy and they apply that to future campaigns and activities. So it's a great day just to test things out. See if that thank you campaign works. See if a community event is a great strategy to bring people together. And use Giving Tuesday as a learning day to support your capacity and your growth for all the future campaigns and appeals that you do. And again, all these campaigns, even if they sound small, they lead to really big results. So we have a data commons team. They work with platforms and processors all around the world on understanding the impact of Giving Tuesday and giving trends. Not just on Giving Tuesday, though, but on things happening throughout the year and all different forms of giving. And hopefully one day we'll have a slide like this for every country. This is just for the US. It's where we have the most complete data right now. But this is from last year's Giving Tuesday. And in the 24 hours of Giving Tuesday in that one country, over $3.1 billion was raised. And these weren't from the billionaires of the world, right? This was ordinary people coming together, being inspired by nonprofits, schools, religious organizations, all different kinds of charities, and deciding to give. And again, it wasn't just money, right? We know this is a snapshot of what happened. There were a lot of volunteer hours, blood donated, goods donated. There's so many ways to get involved, and there's really no wrong way to give. And so, every single action counts and can really build up to this huge collective impact. So again, unfortunately, we don't have the data for every single place around the world. We're building towards that, but this just gives you an idea of the energy and activities that can take place when enough people participate. And we also know it's a great way to engage donors in more than one way. So this is an interesting takeaway. Based on all the data work that we've done, we've learned that, people on Giving Tuesday, they don't just want to participate in one way. They want to get more involved. So if you're talking to, say you're a volunteer organization who's trying to get your volunteers to also donate, this is a great day to do that. Our data tells us they want to do more than one thing. It's also a great way to deepen those relationships, especially with younger donors or younger supporters, and get them more involved in your work, beyond Giving Tuesday. So not just a transaction, but more a relationship. And that's what they're looking for. That's what we've heard. And, I know a lot of organizations do fundraise on Giving Tuesday, but the data tells us it's a great day to get new donors too. It's a day where everyone around the world knows it's a giving day. It's, we don't celebrate the same holidays. I live in Hong Kong. New Year's Day is a completely different day here. So, but Giving Tuesday is the one day where everywhere around the world, people are thinking about the same thing. And that is, how can I be generous? So if you're looking to get that attention and to capture some new donors or to bring back some repeat donors and get additional support, this is a great opportunity to do so. So this is just a quick slide, and I can share these after, of different ways to engage. Again, you still have a few weeks and you don't have to do something that's massive. You can stick to it, keep it simple, keep it authentic, and really think about the value that you can bring to your community through Giving Tuesday. So, acts of kindness, different, storytelling competitions, saying thank you, any and all of those really make a difference. This photo is a great story, an example of that. This was a campaign this photo is from Baltimore, but we saw this in other cities around the world, where volunteers went out with sidewalk chalk and just wrote notes of kindness and appreciation around the city. So people during their day, it brightened their day. They had a similar campaign in Nairobi where artists decorated rocks and left rocks with these messages of affirmation and gratitude all over the city. And so people would sit down and find one, and it just brought happiness and spread joy. So again, it doesn't have to be a full-blown multi-phase appeal. It can just be a simple action. And again, learn from that. Use that as a starting point to continue to engage and grow your programs. So the big day is coming up, but again, not too far. Our team is here to help. I know whatever country you're in, we have a country team who has resources in your language, case studies, everything you need to get started and to develop your strategy. Our global team is here to help as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, or you can come off mute and ask. I'll also put, my contact information is here. So if you are planning something and you feel stuck, or you want to talk through your idea, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you, and we're constantly learning and always inspired by people like you who are at the organizations doing the work. And so I'd love to hear from you and love to help in any way possible. And Lena, back to you.
Great. Thank you, Kait. That's so inspiring, all this information and all this experience, actually, from the global movement. And it's amazing that this is happening in 95 countries for the moment. And also, as far as I know, other countries will join the movement too. So really thank you for all this sharing and all this really nice. I kept some notes that keep your campaign, keep your action simple and authentic. It doesn't have to be something, very difficult and very time consuming or other kind of resources consuming. And keep your eye on the value to your community. So these are really nice thoughts about it. And so Do you have any questions for Kait for the moment? We can share questions all over, I mean, during the whole time, but in case you have something from Kait for the moment. Okay. I say to continue with Diego from Global Giving Tuesday Giving Tuesday from Italy to share his practical ideas and the benefits from this movement. So Diego.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, thank you very much, and everybody, and Diego, and I'm the global leader, one of the global leaders in Italy since the early beginning, since the 2017. So it's a lot of years, I have to say. And there are a lot of reasons to participate to Giving Tuesday. I mean, it's a day dedicated to generosity, so it has to be the biggest reason to participate. But you can use Giving Tuesday for a lot of things, like activate your community. You can just use Giving Tuesday to let people know your mission, what you are doing. Or, as said before by Kate, it's like a day to raise some funds, for example. As Giving Tuesday, what I'm gonna say, it's for Italy, but it works also for Greece, for Bulgaria, or for every country for sure. As Giving Tuesday Italy, we are working every day of the year to make the perfect stage, to make the best environment, to create a place where every organization and every school can speak about its project, speak about the ideas, and let people know the story behind every organization. How do we do that? For example, in Italy, we have a Giving Tuesday Lab that is a project that goes all around the year. There were some experts and associations shared their knowledge with other associations, with other orgs. So it's a way to collaborate inside the Giving Tuesday movement, for example. Also, as Giving Tuesday Italy, we work with television all around Italy, so national broadcaster. We work with newspapers. We work with radios to let your message to be known all around Italy. In this case, just to give you a few numbers, really easy. Last year, we had over 400,000 visits on our website on givingtuesday.it. We had 1.3 million people talking about Giving Tuesday Italy and around Italy. We had over 300 mentions on the traditional media, so radio, newspapers, and televisions. All these things are made to give you the perfect place to tell your story and to let people know your association. So way to participate. Kate said a lot about this before, but just to recap, you can do just, for example, a new campaign for Giving Tuesday, an innovative campaign for Giving Tuesday. If you have an idea, you can try it on Giving Tuesday, for example. You can use Giving Tuesday to start your Christmas campaign, for example. You can start it on Giving Tuesday, so have a big start on Giving Tuesday, and then go ahead until Christmas. If you celebrate the 25th of December or the 7th of January, or it's the same, doesn't matter. You can use Giving Tuesday to create a local event, for example, like something around you, to ask people that live in your street, in your city, in your town, to be together and do something generous together. And this way you can build your community if you don't have one, or raise your community and activate your community. Or you can participate with a thank you campaign. As I said before, we saw a couple of examples of people sending out postcards on Giving Tuesday and say, thank you because you are my donor. Like, I don't know, 1,000 postcards all around Italy. And sometimes this brings also funds because people like to be involved in the movement. Something specific for Italy, but maybe you can also join from Greece. This year, we are going to have a Streaming Tuesday. Streaming Tuesday is going to be over 20 streamers, content creators, gamers that are going to do a live stream during Giving Tuesday. We are going to cover from the morning to late night, so basically all the day. And while they are creating their own content, they are talking to the people that follow them. They will ask those people to give some funds to a specific cause. In our case, there are 3 specific causes this year in Italy, but hopefully there will be more. I don't know. If an association in Greece know a streamer that want to do this, we can add his event in our list. So he may have also people coming from Italy to see what he's doing, for example. So there are really a lot of ways from the most traditional to the most innovative to participate. That's it. Thank you, Lena.
Great. Thank you, Diego. We will take under serious consideration your invitation to participate in the streaming, and maybe we can share more information that we can share through the social media of Giving Tuesday in Greece, and whoever else want to participate in this. Thank you for this sharing. So, I think that it's good to continue with Gergana from Giving Tuesday, Bulgaria. And hello, Gergana. Do you want to? Okay.
Hello. Well, I don't think I have something very new to say after Kait and Diego, of course. But here in Bulgaria this year, we tried to, we invited NGOs to collaborate and get their campaigns together. I don't believe that a lot of them would do so, but our idea for this year is to collaborate more and show that Giving Tuesday is bigger than us. It's bigger than our NGO sector here in Bulgaria. So it's very important to to show that when we are united, we can make great things together. So we have a lot of organizations who are going to participate this year again. They do fundraisers and awareness campaigns. Also, we at the Because Foundation, we do a very big awareness campaign using a lot of media partners, social media as well, and offline ads around the country. Put billboards and etc. in the cities, so Giving Tuesday would be more visible to people, because we want people to know that this day is very special and it's a day to do something nice for your neighbor or for your local NGO. It doesn't matter. So we're doing this with a lot of partners, as I said. We managed to collaborate with different businesses that are divided to the Giving Tuesday cause. Also, for everybody who cannot give money or give some of their time for the Giving Tuesday, we are making a blood donating event with our national center for donating blood here in the capital, in Sofia. We have a special event, so everybody who would like to participate can do it on the Giving Tuesday day on 28th of November, because we want to share the message that no matter how, you can always participate, and by donating blood you can actually save a human's life, and that's great. So there's a lot of reasons to participate in Giving Tuesday, because there's no need to make something very original. Just make something good and try to reach out to people. Try to reach out companies, try to reach out other NGOs, because working together works. And another thing that we're doing here in Bulgaria, and I think it's very, it's working quite well for NGOs. We have a lot of ambassadors for the Giving Tuesday movement in Bulgaria. These are famous people like actors or influencers on social media, singers, gamers, directors. And what they do is make a video of themselves with Giving Tuesday Bulgaria shirts with like mine. And they're in the video they're talking about a cause that they want to donate, and they're trying to get their audiences to also donate to that cause. And this cause is something that they have to choose by their own. I mean, we don't have to tell them, you know, you can sell this or that. It's just something that they believe in and they really want to support. And that works very well because it makes NGOs more visible, and also they really are getting more donations this way. So I believe, you know, these little tricks, getting more and more visibility on your cause and on your NGO mission, it's very important and brings us, you know, to just make the Giving Tuesday movement more popular, and we all benefit from that.
Great, thank you, Gergana. That was really, really inspiring also, and I keep the working together works, and yes, there are so many ideas all over that we can work together and join forces for the good. And Giving Tuesday is a really, really good opportunity to join forces all over the world, and not only in your country, but small actions in your place give us this global result, actually. So really thank you. So we can go on with Ersi Papayanni from Cyprus. Ersi, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. And I'd like to introduce you to our team here. This is Ersi Papayanni. She's the director of AMEN. And I am Maria Kuyumjan. I'm a clinical psychologist and an external associate of the multidisciplinary team. We also have with us Evangelia Lia Romanopoulou. She's a researcher for the Medical School of the Aristotelian University of Thessaloniki, and she's also the scientific coordinator of AMEN here. Yeah, we would firstly like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to Higgs for taking this initiative and kickstarting all of this wonderful initiative that we are all now participating, and to Kait and her team for this whole unbelievable project. We'd like to just give you some. We'll share the screen now just to give you some information on our actions for Giving Tuesday. We've been participating since 2001, and between the 8th and 30th of November of 2001, which was the first year we were participating after the invitation from Higgs, we delivered several actions, if you like, as part of the Giving Tuesday. These included the collection of over 300 contributions, and for giving to the NGOs of Cyprus to be able to, we basically donated, if you like, participations for LLM, which is a cognitive and physical exercise program developed by the Aristotelian University of Thessaloniki. This was one of our main contributions. And this was offered in Cyprus, Greece, obviously, and in the United States. In 2022, Again, we kickstarted the Giving Tuesday actions on 8th of November. And within 20 days, we shared 29 boxes to people of some kind of power, if you like, in Cyprus and Greece. And the purpose of this was to promote the idea of Giving Tuesday and to educate on this whole initiative. These 29 boxes that were delivered to these people in certain positions, they included a mug, and this was symbolizing food, nourishment. The boxes also included a wooden key, which represented the idea of promoting the knowledge of this initiative. 2 wooden hearts, which represented and symbolized like a wish for generosity and for giving, basically. 1 t-shirt, which was symbolizing clothing, and 1 book, which was used as a symbol for education and for transmission of knowledge. In 2022, we also included the extra mile speech for self-improvement, which was delivered by Stefanos Xenakis and Apostolis Koumarinos, founders of the speakers. And then this brings us to 2023, which was actually yesterday, 8th of November. Again, we kickstarted the actions for Giving Tuesday for this year. This started with a celebration of the 39 years of Amen, which is the venue we have in Cyprus and who participates as a leader now for Giving Tuesday in Cyprus. And this year we kickstarted the actions yesterday, which will take us up to the 28th of November. And we have the support of the Ministry for Provision Services in Cyprus. And the actions for this year will involve the representation of Cyprus for actions as a leader for Higgs in Greece. Different actions for the promotion. For example, we will be representing and taking part in Yeri Olympics, which is again started by Cyprus. We will offer free training and promotion of this all of the infrastructure to the part of the occupied Cyprus. So again, as a campaign for the promotion of our actions. As I said, we will invite different organizations to participate in Yeri Olympics, the second Yeri Olympics that will be held. The first was last year with Cyprus, Greece, and America participating. And we're hoping for the promotion of the message and of our actions. We will share with you now a very short video from our event held yesterday. That's from us. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Maria. Also, I remember from Olga, a female that we have met in Portugal in the Global Giving Tuesday Summit in May, the Jerry Olympics project that you have, and that was really inspiring and really, really great project, at least in my point of view. And we were also have discussions on how this Jerry Olympics project can be expanded in other countries too. So an idea in a country can be multiplied and actually copy-paste in other countries too. So really thank you all for these inspiring ideas and your experience from Giving Tuesday movement. So I don't know if there are any questions for specific persons or from our speakers or in general for the Giving Tuesday movement that you want to ask. We have a few minutes to close that. Okay. Does anyone has okay. Dina, you have a question.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted to ask, I don't know, I mean, a little bit more practical question. How do we, okay, say, I mean, I was thinking of a lot of things. I mean, we are a youth project in the center of Athens. It's very difficult to do something with the community here because it's a very busy and there's a lot of businesses and stuff like that, so it's not a very community thing. But we can do something with our young people. And the giving thanks to it's something that interests me, to our volunteers and to people important in their lives, you know. So how do we connect that with a website? I mean, the practical aspects of it. How do we, if we want to raise money with this or awareness, how do we connect with Giving Tuesday? Do we register on the website? Do we, yeah, that.
Sorry, something has happening with muted and unmuted. Kait, do you mind if you want to answer, because you mentioned also the Spark movement, and maybe you can. Oh.
Maybe this is good news. You don't have to do anything really too formal. So you don't have to officially register or sign up. We are not a donation platform. So if you're fundraising, you reach out to donors like you normally would, and they donate to your organization as they normally would, whatever platform or website you currently use. You can use the tools that are on our website or any of the country websites for free for ideas. And there's templates. There's even like social media copy paste and graphics that you can use. But you don't have to sign any paperwork or sign up or register to receive donations. Like, it's all distributed. So we're just providing the tools for you to come up with a campaign and run it through your own mechanisms, just like you would any other campaign. It does help depending on which country you're in. So some countries do like to know which organizations are doing things, because they can amplify and promote you on Giving Tuesday. So depending where you are, I would say reach out to your country leader or Google the website of your country and see if there's a way to get on their list, because then on the day they can boost your campaign so more people see it.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Anyone else who wants to ask any kind of practical questions, like Gina? Okay. And as Kait said, you can find, the country that you're representing, you can find the leader of the country. For example, NGOs or other entities that are with us today you can reach out to Giving Tuesday Greece. Me and Roy can support you with answers and guidelines, except visiting the website that we have uploaded all the relevant material there. We can have discussions and meetings on how you can utilize actually your participation in a Giving Tuesday Greece and take it step by step. You don't have to make something, you know, very spectacular for the first time, but join the movement, see what the benefits are for your organization by this participation, and every year you will see, you know, the good that it comes out from this joining forces. So, as we said, as you know, we recorded all this meeting. It will be available in the YouTube of Higgs, so anyone can share it. Since it's in English, we can reach out more people than our, you know, than our countries. And if we don't have any other questions, we can close this meeting a little bit earlier than 1 o'clock. At least in Greece, 1 o'clock, because we have from other countries too. So, Kait, Diego, Ersi, Gergana, really thank you for your time and this valuable sharing. I hope that we have at least give some ideas to all the people that have joined today in this sharing meeting. And please feel free to come in touch with anyone from the Giving Tuesday movement. We are here to support you for this day, and not only for this day, but at this moment we are focused on 28th of November. Really thank you again, and keep in touch. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ.
Και εμείς.
Γεια σας.